Hey, what up? Good morning. Happy hump day. The fuck is up? Hey. So, all right, I'm gonna start off with this music. I just want to admit something real quick. I did not want to get up. I did not want to get out of bed. Shit. But I'm here, baby. I'm here, you here, we here. Let me get started with this music.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, baby. Okay, baby. It's my time. It's my time. Alright. This year, I'ma bring her home for the family. Last year, I was finna switch it up to Plan B. Next year, I'll probably be talking about some Grammys. Whole life switch from a Benz to a Camry. Whole life switch to a Benz from a Camry. This year, I'ma bring it home for the family. Last year, I was finna switch it up to Plan B. Next year, I'll probably be talking about the Grammys. Last year, they was trying to tell me what I can't see. This year, only go to places where it's fancy. Next year, major league runs like Sammy. Even when I fall back, I'ma stay advancing. They ain't understand me, so they couldn't stand me. They wanted to ban me, soon they gon' demand me. Always been a walkers, you can check my Instagram. B. I'm walking on water, you be walking on the sand. B. This year, I'ma bring her home for the family. Last year, I was finna switch it up to Slam B. Next year, I'll probably be talking about some Grammys. Whole life switch from a Benz to a Camry. Whole life switch to a Benz from a Camry. This year, I'ma bring it home for the family. Last year, I was finna switch it up to Plan B. Next year, I'll probably be talking about the Grammys. Last year, they was trying to tell me what I can't see. This year, only go to places where it's fancy. Next year, major league runs like Sammy. Even when I fall back, I'ma stay advancing.
No, no, not that. I had intentions today. This one dark. This one dark.
If tomorrow God kill me, don't cry. Cause
I was probably begging for it.
And it's all about perspective, all about direction, all about the lesson, all about the next one. Don't be blaming Satan for it. If this afternoon I kill myself, don't try to blame my homies for it. Most likely there was nothing they could tell me that could help me. If they did, then I probably didn't listen to it. Who be keeping them strong enough to keep me from drawing? What do they need to keep doing? It be keeping me going. What was he recently doing that was easily wrong? What made him unlace the sneaks, toss a piece of me going? Oh save me, oh save me, yo. Where did my lady go? Where did the souls of my unborn babies go? Were they a sacrifice to put me on your radio? Well maybe so, well maybe so. Fellowship to make a girl like Will work ethic, make my friends and family hate me though. Thinking ATL to change the meat to lady ratio. Los Angeles to plant the cannabis and make a girl like Maya Angelou. If you can stand it, yo, then make it go away. I could probably write another book about it, call it gospel, watch the people work around it, look around it, took a
What up?
just to win it, even when
What
it
up,
wasn't
King of
till it's
Kings?
beginning by the limitless and minute and conditional divinity. It might take another minute just to get enough of sin and be.
I think
And
you
I'm
on this,
admitting
John,
I've been
ain't you?
sleeping with the enemy. Depression is a liar. I promise I'll be defending him, justifying desires. Acknowledge this is the end of me. Infinitely inspired, aspire and fighter, esquire for hire by a higher power. Search for the birth, church hurt, work hard to be a martyr for the cause. Call your father prodigal, gotta go, pot of gold. Another homie got locked, another homie got trial, another homie got out, another homie gotta go. A domino, a dynamo, shiny stones running home.
Yeah, I think you on this. I think you on this, bro.
Church hurt, work hard to be a martyr for the cause. Call your father prodigal, gotta go, pot of gold. Another homie got locked, another homie got trial, another homie got out, another homie gotta go. A domino, a dynamo, shiny stones running home. Search for the birth, church hurt, work hard to be a martyr for the cause. Call your father prodigal, gotta go, pot of gold. Another homie got locked, another homie got trial, another homie got out, another homie gotta go. A domino, a dynamo, shiny stones running home. If
If you heard that I killed myself, it was a lie. Unless I'm killing my flesh, beating my body, cutting off arm, leg, and an arm. Rip bodies apart or ripped in half. Should've just changed my heart. But we can't, though.
Yes, we can.
True rockers in the Christ.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Live for Christ. Yes, we can. Go overseas, die for him. Disciples, many nations, as angels give visitations. Yes, we can. Yes, we can, cause he told us so. Have you not known to live as Christ? Have you not heard to die is gain? And if so, then we rise as rice. Popcorn with them holy ears. Stop scorning eternal holy years. Yeah, we holy his.
Yeah. What up? Happy fucking Wednesday. Happy wonderful Wednesday. Happy hump day. Get your coffees ready. Get your waters ready. Get your smokes ready. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the show. This is the Wake and Bake Show. Your daily Philly sports, philosophy, vocabulary, motivational gaming show. And I'm a fancy clown. I got my Cape May hoodie on. I'm repping today. I didn't make it to the beach this summer. Oh, well. How y'all doing? How's it going, man? How's it going? We working? What we up to today, man? Yeah, so I see King of Kings is in the John. That was just him on the track. It was kind of funny. That track was also featuring my niece crying in the back. Both of those songs. All right, so I believe one song was from 2016, and I believe the other was from either earlier 2016 or 2015. But they was both at least, like it say right here, May 27th. So I know that May 27th was probably early 2017. But I'm thinking it could be 16. Because of the house that I was living in and all of that shit. But let's see. That first song, I was basically just like, yo, last year fucking sucked, but this year is going to be better. And that was the concept of that song. Whole life switch to a Benz from a Camry. And then, you know, big pun, whatever. I like that song a lot. And I think that was around the time that like Playboy Cardi had just came out. So I was trying to make like, you know, one of those types of beats. And then this song, Mesa, which is actually named after a city in Arizona. This song is when I was doing a whole bunch of dark shit. So like Mesa, Jefferson City, Jeff Davis, all of those are actually like places. And I was naming those beats after like the darkest places on the earth to be able to stargaze. So I got John's like Cherry Springs, Parashant, Borrego Springs, Jefferson City. All of these are just really dark places. So I can kind of place the creation of these songs based on the names and shit. Because I know that there was only one summer that I was doing that. But yeah, that song was like, it was supposed to be sobering. Because it was supposed to be one of those things like you never know what somebody's going through. You know what I mean? Like you could talk to a motherfucker every day but never really understand what's going on in their life, what they struggling with, what's on their mind. You know, so that was kind of one of the things in that song. Because like it was like I had a whole bunch of people around me and shit. But I was still struggling with shit, you know? And that's life. That's just the way life goes. But anyway, let's get into this word of the day, baby. So the word of the day is Allay. Allay. I think y'all could probably see it in the title of this video. But yeah, the word of the day is allay. That word is a verb. And it means to subdue or reduce the intensity of, the severity of, to diminish, to ease, to help, to relieve, to mollify, to soothe, right? So a good example would be like being on this stream allays a lot of my senses of boredom, right? Or being on this stream allows me to allay my time. I think that works. I think that actually works. To subdue my time, to subdue or reduce the intensity of my time. Oh yeah, that works. Just assuming that it's predominantly a negative thought that you're trying to allay. So for instance, another couple examples is the Eagles, right? So the Eagles have just the Eagles have just dropped. It's funny. I'm sorry. I'm in like three different subjects. But anyway, let me get to this Allay shit. So another example of Allay, if I was to use the Eagles, I would say like the Eagles are allaying a lot of the fans' doubts by putting out a lot of information about what the roster going to look like, so on and so forth, and all of that shit. Jalen Hurts is allaying a lot of the fans' doubts. Jalen Hurts is allaying a lot of our concerns about him getting paid and whether or not he's going to be able to make another jump. Um, and that's amazing. So I mean, um, right now the Phillies, they're allaying all of my concerns. Dude, I have nothing to worry about when it comes to that team. There all my concerns have been allayed when it comes to the Phillies. Bryce is on fire. Schwarber's cold, but he's still crushing homers like every game. How you cold as shit, but still crushing homers every game, right? So yeah, he's done a good job to allay me because all year motherfuckers have been saying like, "Yo, how you a leadoff batter hitting 125?" Nigga, because he's getting on base. He's like number 5 in the league in walks, and he's crushing home runs. I think he got like 35. So yeah, that term allay, I've never heard it before. It seems like one of those old school words that people not gonna use so much anymore. But it's also like a simple word. It don't sound like you're trying to be pretentious when you use it. I like words that don't sound pretentious. Like when you use it, it don't it don't sound like, oh, I'm smart. I know a word you don't know. No, when you use it, it sounds like it works and it fits and it's precisely for that meaning. So I kind of like how it is. Like I like how it fits. I like that it's only 2 syllables. I really fucks with this word. So I gotta practice like different ways of using it. But ultimately, just think about ease, relieve, or soothe, right? So I mean, I'm trying to get my whole life allayed right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my whole existence allayed. I'm trying to get this whole stream allayed. Um. So anyway, back to these Phillies. We won yesterday. We beat the Otanis. Again, Lorenzen started. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs. Wasn't bad. Trey is in a 17-game hitting streak. It's ridiculous. They scored 12 points yesterday. They had 5 more homers to add to the record. I think the record, I'm not sure, but I think it was at 54 last I checked. As far as how many homers that the Phillies have been able to hit this month. Shit's ridiculous. Hey, yo, Azor, you in this, John? Just checking. Just checking. Azor, you in this, John? Um, Besides that, I was talking a couple of weeks ago about the Stott versus Maxi thing. Yeah, it's Philly sports, baby. What can I say? I was talking a couple of weeks ago about Bryson Stott versus Maxi, who had higher upside. If y'all don't know, Bryson Stott is Philly's young second baseman. Motherfucker gets on base like crazy. I think it's like his second or third year in the league. It might be his third, but I'm pretty sure it's just a second. Um, and he coming on. He's coming on real good, man. This motherfucker's hitting everything, and his AB is so professional. Like he got an approach that just it seems to always work. And like if you don't keep his age in mind, literally it seems like every time he's at bat, he's on base. Like it's crazy. It's really crazy. So I was comparing him to my homies. A lot of my homies don't watch baseball and shit. So it's like I gotta have these discussions in the right context and shit at the right times, right? And I don't want to necessarily be like, I don't want these niggas to just talk about it to allay my feelings and shit. Yeah, I did it. So like I want them to be genuinely into it if they're gonna talk about it, because it is what it is. But I was talking to motherfuckers online because my homies don't really pay too much attention to baseball. I mean, y'all niggas is my homies, but y'all don't pay too much attention to baseball. So I was asking somebody online that actually could compare and watch us both. Yo, who's better, Maxi or Stott? So for like 2 weeks, I've been having this discussion with myself, and I came to the conclusion that Stott is better. Maxi has a huge upside, and I swear this city loves him to death. We probably love that nigga more than Embiid at this point. But guess what? Stott is better. Stott is better. Here's why. Maxi's only 6'3", and for hooping, that's a problem. Offensively, Maxi is not the greatest passer slash playmaker. It just is what it is. I think it got a lot to do with the way his game is. He's a fast guy. He's really fast. And most of your playmakers and shit, most of your real good floor general playmaker, point guards, natural ones, those guys, they watch the floor. They let the floor unfold. They don't necessarily force every issue all the time. And I think Maxi's game kind of puts him in a position where he has to use his athleticism and his speed a lot. And it's easy to get sped up when you're doing that. It's not easy to let the play unfold when you're doing that. So Maxi is not a huge, playmaker. He's not a natural one. He's a scoring guard. Two. This is a big one, right? Defense. Maxi is undersized for the position that he plays. So, unfortunately, he is not a plus defensively. Now, I'm not going to say my nigga is just a liability straight up. He ain't no turnstile out there. He's putting his effort in, especially this last year. But it just is what it is. The nigga ain't big enough. If he could put on 20, 30 pounds, right? Who knows if he'll still be able to run like that if he did. But he could put on 20 or 30 pounds and he would still be a little small for who he's trying to, he can't handle a lot of these big wings out here. Like, imagine him trying to guard Paul George or Toby on a wing. They pulling up. Or they going to get him with the offhand and they just going to breeze by his ass with power, run through his chest with it. So that's a Maxi thing. Meanwhile, on defense, Bryson Stott, he might be better at defense than he is at offense. This motherfucker I done seen him play third base, shortstop, second base. And I'm sure he can play first too. He's 6'3", and which for baseball, that's more than tall enough. He's young. How do I say it? He's very unassuming. In baseball, they would say he's professional. He does his job. He goes up there, he does his job. He's a great locker room guy. He's right out there with the rest of the dudes pouring water on niggas' heads when we win. But the defense is really the determining factor. Bryson Stott can defend his ass off, and you can tell he does it with joy. He does it with pride. You know what I mean? And he keeps his game balanced. Like, if this nigga can't get a hit, which I've never seen. I swear. I think this dude gets a hit every game. I know this season he actually started, 18 straight games with a hit? And he ended up tying a franchise record, which is crazy, especially for a young guy. But defensively, I could tell he plays it with a lot of pride. You know what I mean? And that's just, I guess you could say that's the kind of person I want to be. I want niggas to look at me and be like, yo, that motherfucker gives a fuck. You know what I mean? So, besides the idea of not giving a fuck what you think about me, which is true, but there's still also the truth that, well, if you're gonna think about me, I would like you to kindly regard me for things that are substantial. You know what I mean? I don't want you to be like, yo, that nigga the shit because his shirt dope. You know what I mean? I don't want you to be like, yo, he's so interesting because his hair is a different color. Fuck no. All of that shit is shallow. All of that shit is surface. You know what I mean? So, anyway, like I said, Bryce is on fire right now, bro. This nigga's OPS is over 100. His slugging is like 500. Matter of fact, yesterday, his average over the last 15 games, he's hitting like 500. Dog, this shit is impossible. That nigga's a Superman. They interviewed him after the game, bro. And you know what this man said? He was like, I was on my way to the game today, listening to WIP. That's the local sports radio network and shit. Which is funny because I don't listen to that John. I listen to the Fanatic. So he about to make a nigga switch. Pause. So he was like, I was coming into work, listening to WIP. And there's this guy that calls in regularly. And he's, giving us crap, talking about our team and stuff. So I came in today and I went in BP and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go yard for Chuck. Fucking Chuck. Bro, I don't know how to I don't know how to explain or show my elation of hearing that statement. First off, knowing that a superstar, is willing to admit, yeah, I fuck with this fandom shit. I be all around it. I be all on it. I hear what y'all say. I pay attention. On the way to work, I do it in my car. Like y'all niggas are in my life. That's one thing, right? Crazy. It, that's a crazy admittance, right? That's a crazy thing to admit. And then to say you're affected by it, and then to say I brought that to work with me, and here's a positive result based on that. That to me is pretty admirable. I gotta say, dog, I ain't. It takes a lot of strength of character to say and acknowledge. Yeah, there's people, there's detractors, but I don't use that. Or sorry, I don't let that get to me. I use that shit to pump me up. To say that on the post game, god damn, my neighbors is crazy. Brick boots. Anyway, but yeah, to say that on the post game, that takes balls, bro. That takes real balls. Cause the thing is, you're gonna come down. You know, there's gonna be a day where you're not performing well, and them same motherfuckers is gonna be like, "Oh, see, now do it now." But he put himself in position to require greatness of himself. As the most clutch athlete I've ever seen, that nigga is he's very intentional about everything he's doing. And also, I heard somebody say the other day that he's a complete historian. He knows the history of the city. He knows the history of the franchise. He knows the history of baseball. He's a baseball historian. He chose this city and this team based on the knowledge that he had of baseball history. I was like, shit, makes sense. You know, he ain't from here, but it makes sense that a nigga will want a passionate fan base. It makes sense that a nigga will want a fan base without, I guess you could say, we got stars, right? So we got Mike Schmidt, you know what I mean? We got Jay Rose. We got all types of people in the past. But Bryce do have a chance to be one of the greatest Phillies ever. Straight up. By the way, he's got 299 home runs, and they got one more game in this homestand. So tonight he should be hitting his 300th homer if all goes well. I'm gonna be tuning in for it. Shit, I would be at the game if I could help it, but I'm gonna definitely be tuning in. Going to these games is different now, bro. In 2020, when I started watching baseball every day, nobody gave a fuck about it. I mean, people still don't. But I could go and cop a baseball ticket for like $8, $12 and then go into the stadium with my $8 ticket and go all the way down into the front. Especially like the fourth or fifth inning. Go all the way down to the front, be on the fucking field, and be enjoying myself with nobody bothering me. Not a seat filled around me. No noise, no nothing. Middle of the day, middle of the night. Don't matter. Now, 41,000 fans, motherfucker, every night. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, 40,000 fans. So the games is different. They feel a lot different. And I'm not mad at it. I fucking love it. It's a different vibe, though. It changed. Over these last 3 years, my city is changing. Baseball is changing in my city. And if y'all know me well enough, y'all know I'm willing to go ahead and take credit for that. Anyway. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, it just seems like the passion of the crowd, the passion of the crowd and the excitement, you know, that shit can't be allayed. Honestly, that shit can't be allayed at all. Um. Okay, so I guess all right. I'll talk about the Eminem thing, right? So if you guys seen this mayoral candidate or whatever rapping these Eminem lyrics, he was spitting "Lose Yourself" at a rally, which I thought was fucking cringe. Honestly, I really seriously considered it cringe. First off, to see people who don't rap, okay, it's fun, cool, let's go. But to see people who don't rap hard, like rap hard, that shit is I don't know. It looks like a strain. It looked like trying to watch your dog uh constipated, trying to take a shit. You be like, damn, I really want to help him, but there's nothing I can do. I'm gonna turn away and come back later and see if he's okay. That's pretty much all you can do. And that's how I feel when I see certain people rapping hard. You know? I ain't gonna say the right kind of people or the wrong kind of people. I ain't gonna say nerds. I'm not gonna say white people. I'm not gonna say none of that. Cause that shit is not that none of that matters. It's just the type of person and how hard they choose to rap. That shit to me is like it's just like watching a constipated dog. It just is what it is. So I saw a video of this nigga standing at some rally, you know, spitting some Eminem shit in his bag, head all in his chest. Mike like the mic was like this. This nigga was on a mic, and people was just you know what I'm saying. But meanwhile, he's spitting not his own lyrics, not some shit that he wrote and is passionate about. He's spitting "Lose Yourself," which is a song made by a fictitious rapper about his fictitious life. At least on the surface. I mean, in real life, it was made by a real rapper about a character that he was playing in his fictitious life. But this dude, he was spitting this shit. And I was just not enjoying it. And I was like, damn, I can't stand this. Because the sad part about it is, it's going to endear him to Generation Z. That's what it is. Like, this nigga is literally like, hey, look at me. I speak your language. But, like, nigga, that song is like 12 years old, I think. I mean, you're going to be the mayor, so I guess you're trying to speak to the voters, but you speaking to 30-something year olds. You're speaking to 40-year-olds. But anyway, so that happened. I didn't like it. It's politics. I never like it. It is what it is. So, do you know this nigga Eminem is suing him? Jesus Christ, is my nigga. Why you say that? Why you say that? What you talking about, dog? Jesus Christ, this my nigga. Oh, the white bull. Oh, I remember. Yeah, niggas need to stop. That shit is cringe. That's exactly it. Jesus Christ, this my nigga. Yeah, bro, that shit needs to stop. Like, be yourself, man. People don't like it when you try to act like other people. It just is what it is. When you be yourself, people literally can look at you and go, I don't fuck with that nigga. I'm gonna keep away from him. Hey, freedom. Let's go. Or they can look at you and say the opposite, which is, damn, he got some redeeming ass qualities. I want to get to know that motherfucker. Right? I don't know. But look, like why care? Why should you even care? Right? I don't know. It's hard out here, bro. It's real hard out here. But niggas is willing to say and do anything for attention. Say and do anything for people to, like, give a fuck about them. It's kind of weird. It's been that way for a while now. You would think I'd be used to it, but I'm not. So Eminem sued this nigga, bro. So the thing is, I got a question in my heart, but then I also have feelings about it, right? When I read it, I also read that here's a long list of people that Eminem has sued. So yeah, he's been suing motherfuckers for copyright infringement for years and years. For singing his song or using his song in different things. Because it's a big ass song and he won his money. But my question was, is he suing him for money? Like, because he's rich as fuck. Is money the main thing? Or is it attention? Or is it acknowledgement, respect? Because, you know, some artists be like, I didn't mind that he used the song. I just more so minded that he didn't ask my permission, right? I've heard a lot of people say that in these copyright disputes and shit. So, with him, I think he's just old and angry, bro. Like, the more I look at Eminem, like age, he just is everything that he fucking came at when he was young. He's like just an old, angry, conservative white man who's rich as fuck and can't relate to nobody. And that's exactly what yo, that's crazy. Y'all gotta be careful what you criticize, because you can become that shit. 2, 3, 4, 5 years, decades down the line, you look up and be that shit, bro. So, y'all niggas gotta be careful. I'm trying to be careful, but we all gotta be careful. We gotta work together. So yeah, that shit was weird. I guess just to keep it some entertainment shit. Well, no, it's all right. So the boy, the track star boy, I can't even remember his name. His name is like Noah Lyles. He had said, He said he said the NBA, the people who win the NBA championship don't have a right to call themselves world champions, right? And you know, it's sides to this argument, and it's going back and forth. It's all through my Twitter. It's popping, but that's not what matters right now. What matters right now is they got a motherfucking interview with Evan Fournier of New York Knicks. Evan Fournier saying, "Yeah, I mean it's just a title. It don't mean nothing. When they say world champions, it's just something to put on a statue. It's just something to put on a trophy." He didn't actually say just that. Like, I'm paraphrasing, but nigga, whatever he did say, I was offended by it. Honestly, I was like, "What? First off, who the fuck is you? You ain't never won. You're not a champion." So that was my response to the video. I was like, "Bro, why ain't y'all asking an actual champion? Ask Kobe what he feels about being a world champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, ask LeBron how he feels about being a world champion. Or you can go to one of these international players like, fucking who won? Who the bull? Any of the Toronto Raptors, because all of them niggas is international. They won. Ask them how they feel about being world champions. Ask Steph how he feels about being a world champion. Don't ask Evan Fournier about fucking world champion. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. I don't even think that nigga's. I ain't even gonna say I don't think. That nigga's never even been an all-star, bro. So, yeah, dog. That nigga, it's a whole different mentality, and you gotta understand. There's people who get into things and say, "I'm gonna be the best that ever did this fucking shit." You know what I mean? And those are the niggas I look for. There's people who undertake things and be like, "Yo, I achieved it. This feels good to have achieved this." But then there's other motherfuckers who achieve it and go, "All right, step 3." It's not over. 3 more games. Whatever, however. That's the shit that I'm into. I fucks with that. Hey yo, I noticed there's a good number of people in here, man. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the show. I do this 10 o'clock every morning, 9 o'clock on 9 o'clock on Saturdays. But feel free to follow your boy. I got goals and shit that I'm trying to achieve. Trying to get to a couple of different places. So let's get back to some sports. So, yes, the Nuggets would beat any international team that exists. And some people's argument about it was, well, now without Jokic and Murray, they wouldn't. Because, you know, Murray's from Canada, Jokic from Serbia. But you still got to keep in mind, there's a reason that Jokic and Murray both play here. There's a reason that they both took off their country's name and don't wear that on their jersey every day. There's a reason that they wear the city of Denver, Colorado on their chest every day. There's a reason why Jokic flew across the world to rep Denver, Colorado. You know why? Well, one, money, but because that's where the competition is. That's the level of competition he's on. So he probably could have played professionally. Well, not probably. He definitely could have played professionally in any other league. But this the league where he gonna get maxed the fuck out. This the league where he can become a world champion. Y'all get it? See what I did there? Anyway. So I read this shit this morning and it was really fucking weird. And I didn't even read it all the way. So I'm gonna actually have to pull my phone out and pull this shit up because I shared it with the homies. It's about Ben Simmons, just so you know. I can't see you in this joint. Hey yo, Shay with the butter, baby. I don't know if you watching or not, but I can't see you in this joint. I just received a message from you. But nah, I can't see you in this joint. Alright, let me see. Oh yeah, shout out Cameron. Cameron shouted out Nas and was like, "Yo, I really appreciate what you did for me, despite the fact that we had beef long ago and all of that." So yeah, shout out Cameron for being fucking mature. Never seen that before. Cameron is not known to be mature. Cameron is not known to squash beefs and be diplomatic. None of that shit. Come on, man. Y'all remember the Koofy slapper? Remember Jim Jones used to call himself the Koofy slapper? I slapped that Koofy right off your motherfucking head. You remember that? That's Cameron started that shit, man. Anyway, this is a Ben Simmons statement. Marcus J. Spears and Elliot Shore Parks are putting their name on this Ben Simmons statement. Ben Simmons says, "I'll always have love for Philly. People always ask me, like, if you were to get traded again, where would you want it to be? I always say, just Philly. Philly is a second home to me." Ben Simmons saying he'd want to go back to Philly if he were traded from Brooklyn is certainly surprising. All right. So my sincere thoughts on that is that's defeat, man. I feel bad for the guy. That's defeat right there. Like, like you, like he was trolling us in the playoffs, yo. He was trolling us in the playoffs. At the end of game 6, I believe it was, or maybe even 7. I'm not sure. He was like watching that shit in the hotel room, like posting it online. Like he was trolling us, bro. So I don't know. It's different for me, but I do know he does own property and shit here. So it is, he owns property. He goes to a lot of the different restaurants and businesses that he frequents and shit. So he, when you live somewhere, of course that's gonna become a part of your life. But playing here for our team? Nah, nigga. I mean, live in the city, definitely. Spend money. What up? What up, Lindsay Pop, LFE? Welcome to the stream, my guy. Appreciate having you here, man. Yeah, I'm talking about Ben Simmons saying that he would love to get traded back to the Sixers. This bitch. So I was basically saying like, yeah, come live in the city. I dig that. Come live in the city. Spend your money, contribute to the local economy. You know what I mean? Lift up some people in the community. Lift up some local businesses and shit. But playing for our team? Basketball? Nah. Basketball? Nah. Hell no. Fuck that. I don't want to see Ben Simmons in a Sixers jersey ever again. I don't give a fuck how trash we are. I don't give a fuck if niggas restart the process next year. I do give a fuck if niggas restart the process next year. I don't want to see that happen. But if niggas restarted the process next year, would I want Ben Simmons? Fuck no. No Ben Simmons back in this city. Not for basketball, bro. Not for basketball at all. So those is my sincere and serious thoughts on that matter. Fuck that. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and remind y'all the word. The word of the day is allay. Allay. It's a verb. It means to subdue, to reduce the intensity of, to reduce the severity of, to diminish, to ease, to help, to relieve, to mollify, or to soothe. That's allay, right? So, I mean, I'm gonna have to let y'all go soon because I'm gonna have to go allay myself. Because on some real shit, I was flying goddamn planes all night with my nephew. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hurting my neck doing this right now, so I need to stop. Anyway. Episode 125 of TRM Podcast just came out on Spotify. And a nigga gotta go edit that bitch. A nigga gotta go make the cuts and the videos and all of that. And hopefully it won't take me 4 days this week to do it. So if y'all get a chance, please go check that out. TRM Podcast, The Real Nigga Podcast. It's Tretch and Romeo News Podcast on everything. Episode 125 just dropped today. And if you do go out there and listen to it, please drop a review. Give it 5 stars. We need that shit for the algorithm. We need the support, y'all. I appreciate it. And then after you do it, send me a message. Let me know you did that shit. And I'm going to send you a gift basket. It's going to have a whole bunch of peaches and mangoes and shit. That's a complete fucking lie. But do that shit for me either way, though. I really appreciate it. So yeah, let me just get into the quote real quick, and then I'm gonna play a song, and then I might fly a plane. I don't know. If I do fly a plane, I'm probably not gonna do it on here, cause I basically wanted to see if I could get away with no playing in games on this stream. Like, I noticed yesterday and the day before that I get more reaction to actually sitting here and talking. Even though niggas don't say shit in the chat, y'all niggas need to start talking in the chat. I really appreciate it. Shout out to Lindsay Pop LFE for talking in the chat. And shout out to King of Kings for talking in the chat. Shout out Azor Saga. He ain't say shit today, but my nigga be here every day talking in the chat. I'm saying. Shout out to Practice Needed. He ain't say shit today, but he be in here. talking in the chat. But yeah, I noticed that I get more fucking views and more attention and shit when I actually just sit here and talk than I do playing a game. So my man was like, well, shit, get the people what they want. Fuck the game shit. I play enough games all day, and I will continue to play games. Don't get me wrong. But I wanted to do an experiment just to see a gameless stream, just to see how that shit will rock. So y'all feel free to let me know if that's something y'all want more of, or if it's pissing you off and you want me to go back to the original shut the fuck up and just shoot zombies. Whatever. Just let me know. Also, next Monday, I'm hoping to do a different type of show, basically. Monday night, around 7 o'clock, I'm hoping to have some different kind of content for y'all. So if y'all got an opportunity, tune in. I haven't put it on my schedule yet because I don't want niggas to be disappointed if I don't do it, because, you know, I'm not 100%. But if y'all get a chance, pop in, see what I'm doing. It's going to be cool. I might have some niggas with me, too. Anyway, let's get into this quote of the day, man. So today's quote was easy as shit to find because I didn't have very much time. My preparation for this episode was very minimal, but it's okay. There's always tomorrow. The quote for the day is, the measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Now, Einstein said that. And I'm not a huge Einstein guy, mainly because I don't really pay attention to physics, you know? Physics and shit like that. The velocity of things, you know? Relativity. None of that is my trade, my specialty. But when a smart nigga say some shit, smart niggas fuck with it. Or real recognize real, as they like to say. But he said the measure of intelligence. Now, this is Einstein, so one would think he should be able to speak pretty authoritatively about intelligence, right? He said the measure of it is one's ability to change. I like that. But I feel like it could be improved, though, on some real shit. Oh, I just broke my bookmark. Anyway, I feel like it could be improved on some on some real shit. I think that instead of saying the measure of intelligence is the ability to change, I think you could say the measure of power, right? You could say the measure of omniscience. You could say the measure of autonomy. You could say the measure of existence, even. I don't know. It depends. It depends on how highly you value evolution and maturity, right? But I would say that the measure of power, the measure of ability, the measure of power, ability, and autonomy, or intelligence, as he said, is the ability to change. So, I guess just to leave y'all on on a simple thought, I would say that none of us is perfect, and we all have the ability to change. But it's just like any other muscle, it needs to be exercised. And some of us don't have the desire. Many of us have the ability, but not the desire. And many of us have the desire, but we're still struggling to find the ability. So, I don't know about y'all. I'm trying to be amazing. I'm trying to be way better than I am now. I'm trying to be damn near perfect, as close as I could get to it. I'm modeling my behavior after perfection. I told my nigga, matter of fact, my nigga Lindsay Pop LFE. Remember I told you like 10 years ago, niggas can't make mistakes no more? And you laughed at me and was like, yo, everybody gonna make mistakes. And I was like, I know, but we can't afford to. I remember that conversation. But yeah, I mean, it's not, it's not 100% true. It's not, I don't expect it to 100% be that, but yeah, dead ass, bro. Niggas need to do better. You know what I'm saying? If he knew better, he'd do better. That's what a lot of people say. So, how smart are you? How intelligent are you? How powerful are you? How able? How easily can you change? It might not be easy. How willing are you to change? Now, I ain't trying to say a shit wrong with you because I don't really know you all like that. But I don't gotta know you all like that to know that there's some shit wrong with you. But anyway, with all of that said, man, Y'all have a wonderful hump day. And don't be thinking too much about shit. For real, for real. A humble, teachable spirit. Exactly. And that's, see, okay. I'm glad you said that right before I was about to get the fuck out of here. A humble, teachable spirit is exactly what anybody in a position of power will want. Anybody in a position of authority will want. Like, I be talking about sports a lot on here. You know what they need? Like, the most, like, important thing that they need other than availability is they need you to be coachable. They need to be able to get through to you. You know what I mean? Because if you just gonna go out there and do your thing and not have any regard for everything around you, then all right, cool. Be by yourself though, because that shit ain't really conducive to the community. You know what I mean? Type shit. So it's kind of like that. A humble and teachable spirit will put you in a position where you can interact and collaborate with so many different people on so many different levels. But if you lack that, then you just close yourself off. You close yourself off to all the things you think you already know and shit. And all the people you think you already know and understand and shit. So, I mean, it's funny because, like, motivational is in the title of this show. But I don't be all the way on my self-help shit. I be saying that to myself in the mirror before I get on this bitch. And then I get on this bitch and I try to keep it chill and light. But I'm glad y'all showed up, though, man. And hopefully y'all enjoyed today's show. I would dead seriously just open up this flight simulator and go, dog, I landed some shit. I landed a Boeing yesterday. I landed a Boeing 747 yesterday. That bitch was difficult. But anyway, I would go and play the game. But like I said, today is going to be a game-free stream. And somehow I still managed to take up 52 fucking minutes. So I'm not going to sit here and try to push it to an hour, even though I probably could. But what I will do is I'm going to put on a song real quick. And I'm going to smoke one more time. Because this the fucking Wake and Bake show, B. Alright. Ooh, this is a good song right here. You see that? Y'all see the name on that? Y'all see the name on that? Yeah, y'all see that. Alright. So, also, none of the songs on here are past 2017. That's the other crazy thing. That's a good song. But, yeah, I guess I gotta go with that.
Why I'm so deep and shit, a nigga actually know the tell why I'm so deep.
Yeah, I just write too many rhymes, but I've been broke too many times, and I just seen too many signs that tell me that I'ma be fine. Yeah, I just write too many rhymes, but I've been broke too many times, and I just seen too many signs that tell me that I'ma be fine. Yeah, tell me that I'ma be fine. I know that I'ma be fine. Yeah, I know that I'ma be fine. I know that I'ma be fine. Yeah, I know that I'ma be fine. I know that I'ma be fine. Yeah, tell me that I'ma be fine. I know that I'ma be fine. I live my whole life in the ghetto, still got the beach, I ain't settled. My corner hot like a ghetto. My black captain is the devil. From a young age I was special. Never a puppet Geppetto. Shout out to all of my perils. And all of my old heads is thorough. Philly is not like the boroughs, but it can get deep like a burrow. We ain't really on that gang shit. Me and my niggas that I hang with. Me and my bulls that I smoke with. Me and my chicks that I joke with. We was all on some broke shit. We was all on some broke shit. Now we all on some grind shit. Now we all on some grind shit. Bright shine like a diamond mine and a price of gold or crypto. Skip the dollar signs on the call mine, the crypto. I'm probably store the chip show, but I'm out of mine with tip yo. Everything is a gift, yo. Everything is a gift. I ain't even gonna trip, yo. I ain't even gonna trip.
Terrible mixing.
Everything is a gift, yo. Everything is a gift. I ain't even gonna trip, yo. I ain't even gonna trip. Yeah, I just write too many rhymes, but I've been broke too many times. I just seen too many signs that tell me that I'ma be fine. Yeah, I just write too many rhymes, but I've been broke too many times. I just seen too many signs that tell me that I'ma be fine. Yeah, tell me that I'ma be fine. I know that I'ma be fine. Yeah, I know that I'ma be fine. I know that I'ma be fine. Yeah, I know that I'ma be fine. I know that I'ma be fine. Yeah, I know that I'ma be fine. I know that I'ma be fine. Everything is a gift, yo. Everything is a gift. I ain't even gonna trip, yo. I ain't even gonna trip. Everything is a gift, yo. Everything is a gift. I ain't even gonna trip, yo. I ain't even gonna trip. If they kick me out of my gig, then they kick me out of my crib. For me, they won't give me no me out of myself. I probably get kicked out of hell. I don't be seeing my dogs. I got my weight up like whales. It used to be me and my dogs. Now I feel tougher than Cal. Now I feel tougher than liver. I'm a six-figure nigga. You can catch me on a get back. I be fresher than a Tic Tac. I'm a believer this impact. If I hit him, he'll hit back. More O's than a six pack. Yeah, more O's than a six pack. Yeah, I just write too many rhymes, but I've been broke too many times. I've just seen too many signs. Tell me that I'ma be fine.
Yeah, man. So, y'all have a wonderful day. And like I said, I'll see y'all tomorrow, Lord willing. Peace.